busting my balls, Billy, okay?
I can already tell that I don't like you.
Fuck you, bust on my ball.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
It might be your first ball job.
Yeah, of course.
How long did it take for the guy to come?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Busting Balls. I'm your host, Eric Pennell, man. Rest in peace, Eddie fucking Van Halen, huh? This guy was the man. People don't realize that if you don't fuck with Van Halen, you ain't shit. You hear that? You hear that? You hear that? Unique sound of Eddie fucking Van Halen. Dude, rest in fucking peace, man. It's a shame where like a goat like that dies at age 65, man. That's what happens when you party, man. I know people go, "Oh, he was so young." Yeah, he fucking partied probably for like, I don't know, fucking 45 years of his life, like hard style. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. What do you think's in those goddamn drugs and shit? What do you think's in cocaine? It's fucking got gasoline and fucking pressed out of it, diesel fuel pressed out of it and shit. On top of whatever, and then you put it over this little dude. It's just skin and cells and shit. And you know, this guy, I think he had some kind of tongue cancer a few years back. He beat that, and I think throat cancer ended up getting his ass or whatever. Is at least what I've heard. I don't know. This guy's the shit though, man. I mean, dude. People that don't listen to that type of music, man, you don't realize like that, you know, because nowadays also like, but you see people on like YouTube or TikTok or some kind of social media playing like some great song, and you know, you see a 15-year-old playing it. It's like that, I've always said there's a difference between an originator, and then there's somebody that like copies and looks and sees what they're doing, and then they go, look, I could do that. No, but you're not doing the same thing. You just figured out on YouTube, or maybe you're okay at playing an instrument and you figured out how to play that song. But these motherfuckers, the originators, are the ones that had the original idea. They grabbed it out of the air and they thought of it and they put it on fucking wax. And then it's a totally different thing, man, than just copying the formula. Like this guy came up with the formula, you know? And an original dude. And also, like I said, man, like now people are over the guitar, like, because you can just go on YouTube and learn how to fucking play, Hot for Teacher or something, you know? And it's kind of like old hat. This guy was making, again, they didn't have YouTube. They didn't have any of that stuff. They didn't have the internet to think of that. And they're coming up with the whole style, how they dressed and everything. And I know people go, well, people are coming up with their own style now. Yeah, fuck you. You know, you don't, yeah, really? Well, they fucking put number 3s on hats and shit like that, and that's like, oh, that's totally new. Nobody had a number 3 on a hat before us. Give me a fucking break. They put a fucking 3 on a hat, you idiot. This guy was a fucking originator and a killer, dude. And a killer. I mean, dude, shredder. There's no. This guy was like dude. There was nobody near him for like years, ever. And you know, he died, man. He's the fucking man. Just a fucking killer, dude. Just a beast. Just a beast, dude. I mean, it's amazing to think that you know, what sucks also is these guys weren't really touring for years. You know, the one thing about Eddie Van Halen, they said he was kind of an asshole. You know, this guy was like a phenom. They said at like age 9 he was like a killer. He was like a killer at 9, dude. Dude, how do you fuck with those drums? How do you fuck with that? His brother. That's another thing. Who has somebody in their family that could be like a world-class fucking drummer and you're a world-class guitarist? Give me a break. Everybody's got like, there's always like somebody that's like okay, and then they got like all the other ones are deadbeats. They all work at fucking Jiffy Lube and fucking drink a fucking 12-pack of Modelo every fucking night, and they have no talent. Not the Van Halen brothers. Fucking one's on drums is the best, and then one's on guitar. Listen to that guitar. You hear this? You hear that? That's not no fucking computer program. That ain't nobody fucking playing fucking Fruity Loops or whatever the fuck they play now. You hear that? Give me a fucking break. This guy was a fucking genius. A genius, dude. It's ridiculous. Eventually we're going to be left. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, are people even playing guitar? I mean, besides Gary Clark and then a couple lesbians. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's all we're going to be left with is like Gary Clark and a couple lesbians playing fucking on Instagram and shit. But yeah, really. I mean, seriously. I mean, are there even in 20 years from now? Are there going to be great rock groups? Who are going to be the great rock groups besides like the Foo Fighters, Green Day, and like who? Who? It's going to be a bunch of old DJs. You're going to, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is going to fucking induct fucking DJs and stuff. There's some asshole with a mouse head coming out there. And then, that's how it's going to be. It's just going to be some asshole with a mouse head that's coming out. You hear this? This is like 1977 or something, man. You hear that? Nobody's playing that shit. You hear this? God. Hear that? Are you kidding me? You hear that? Fingers. You hear that? It's like a concert pianist. It's like 1977, I think. You hear that? Ain't nobody sounding like this guy then. Kidding me? You don't even have to like rock and roll. It'd be like, just respect it. Game always recognizes game. You hear that? You hear that? My old fucking podcast partner, Pat Kelly, from This for the Birds. He didn't even know he doesn't respect Eddie Van Halen. This is genius. Long time ago, 77, count the years back. This shit would be cool now if somebody did this, like where you're like, but he's an originator. This ain't no copy. He did this shit. Electric guitar. Electric guitar. That motherfucker, dude, guys like him, it made it to where like makes it to where other people want to play that instrument. That's how it is. Like you see a stand-up like Sam Kinison, it makes me want to do stand-up, like, fucking 1/1000th of what he does. But that's what it is. This guy inspires. You know how many people this guy has inspired? This is, and now he's gone. He's gone. This guy, born January 26, 1955 in Amsterdam. Who even knew it? I didn't even know he was not even born here. And, died in Santa Monica. This is crazy. Years active, 1972 to 2015. This is ridiculous. Labels, Warner Brothers, Interscope. Interscope's always in on that shit, right? Interscope always has the great artist, I feel like, right? They're in on it. They just sniff the money. They go, yeah, we're in on it. We're in on it. He's associated with Michael Jackson. This guy was the fucking... Dude, first of all, Eddie Van Halen did fucking Beat It. Do you know that? Do you know that he did Beat It? He did Beat It. He did da 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 da. He's the one that did that. People don't realize that either. It's give me a break. They said when 1984 the album was out. It was 1984. I think it was 1984. Michael Jackson had on the billboards had number 1 on the billboards, and then number 2 was fucking Van Halen. So Eddie Van Halen was part on the number 1 on the billboards at that time and number 2. I mean, you don't get any bigger than that. I mean, because first of all, they would have had the number 1 album, but who the fuck is going to knock Thriller off? I mean, Michael Jackson, Thriller, that was the biggest album ever. Yeah. If you heard this before and you didn't know who Eddie Van Halen was, that's who was playing on the song. The King. The King. And another king is dead, It's another king is dead. And that's what happens, I guess, when you live. You keep living, then, the kings just die. It's just the way it is, man. But what a fucking legend, dude. Named his kid Wolfgang Van Halen. Can you imagine being a chick getting fucked by a guy named Wolfgang? God damn, how cool of his name is that? Where you're like, yeah, we got a 6-pack and a little bit of vodka. We went back to our place and Wolfgang ate my pussy. Yeah, he fingered my box and then he just fucked me all night. And I was like, Wolfgang, fuck me harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fucking name. Nobody who has even balls to name their kid Wolfgang. And he wasn't married to her anymore, but Valerie Bertinelli, which was that chick from fucking that 70s show, One Day at a Time, I think. And she was a hot piece of ass. When Valerie Bertinelli, when he got her, forget about it. She was a fucking, oh my God. She was like the girl next door on all the magazines and shit like that. And then fucking Eddie Van Halen comes in and swoops her like it was nothing. In 1980, Eddie Van Halen met actress Valerie Bertinelli at a concert in Shreveport, Louisiana. They married in California a year later and had one son, Wolfgang. In 2005, Bertinelli filed for divorce. She said, fuck it, right? That's a long run. This thing, I'm sure drinking was this thing. God damn. That's why I tell people, man, all the time. Like, you know, you want to get in, you want to do party drugs, you want to do extra drinking and stuff and have a good time. It's taken down better people than you and I, bud. Okay, this shit took down Eddie Van Halen. I know they go, no, he died of this. No, you think this fucking rock star parties like that? You think when rich people die at 65? Give me a break. I don't want to hear your fucking stories. Yeah, I don't want to hear it right here. I mean, look at this. Suffering lingering injuries, high risk. Let me see here. He had a hip replacement in 99 because he's fucking jumping all on stage and shit like that. And in 1995, let me see here. He received treatment for tongue cancer in 2000. Declared cancer-free in 2002. I mean, can you imagine getting tongue cancer? Jesus Christ. It's like that Michael Douglas. I remember Michael Douglas got tongue cancer and he blamed on eating his wife's pussy. Catherine Zeta-Jones. What a way to go. Were you there what about that? Were you sitting there with the reporter? It's like, yeah, I got tongue cancer. It's from eating her fucking twat. And she's like, what? You never told me that. It's like, yeah, the doctor told me I got tongue cancer from eating your slash down there, honey. Don't say that. Redact that. He blamed his tongue cancer on his habit of holding guitar picks in his mouth. Oh, give me a fucking break. Is that what he's saying? Stating in 2015. I use metal picks. They're brass and copper, which have held in my mouth in the exact place of where I got tongue cancer. All right. Is that what he's saying? He thinks he got it from that? I mean, I was smoking and doing a lot of drugs and a lot of everything, but at the same time, my lungs are totally clear. Yeah, I'm sure they are, Eddie. I'm sure you smoke like... dude, every time you see like live videos of Eddie Van Halen like thrashing on the fucking guitar, he's like puffing away at a cigarette. He'd always put a cigarette in the head of the top of the guitar right there where the strings are at. Oh, my God. Yeah, well, there you go, buddy. Eddie fucking Van Halen, man. I mean, dude, you want to talk about like these guys were, first of all, born in Amsterdam, son of Jan Van Halen. Jesus Christ. Jan was a Dutch jazz pianist, clarinetist, and saxophonist. Jesus Christ. So he comes from a fucking family of, just killers. They're a music family. And his son plays now too. But you know what sucks about like being like, being the son of somebody that's like a great is you got that shadow of like, it's almost instant that you're like, I'm not going to be as great as my dad at that. You could do something else, but you're not. I mean, how fucking hard would it be to be better than Eddie Van Halen? Like, of course, I think his son plays bass. It plays bass now because I. But I mean, if that was your dad, you definitely wouldn't want to. Who the fuck is texting me? Get out of here! I'm doing a fucking podcast, bud. You definitely, if your dad's great at something or your mom's dad is great at something, But I mean, women ain't that great at anything, I'm just joking. That's a joke. You got to go for it when I could go for it. I've been pretty serious with politics lately. Which I don't even want to get into that shit right now. I don't even want to get into it. I'm talking Eddie. And but when your dad's great like that, dude, it's smart to just go, look, if you can learn what the fuck they go, fuck this. I ain't doing it. I don't know. Just sucks, man. And especially for younger people. Younger people don't realize, like, you're young right now. None of your greats are dying. I mean, who fucking died that's like your great? Mac Miller? Mac Miller, where people go, oh, Mac Miller. I get it. Mac Miller, I guess, was good, and I'm sure I get it. He's whatever, but Mac Miller didn't die at then. What was that? The 27 Club or something like that? How old was Mac Miller when he? My fucking internet's so slow down here, dude. If Mac Miller died, there is. Let me see here. Mac Miller's death age. Let's see. What do you think? There's people out there listening. No, no, dude. He was 28, man. He's 26 and a half. He was almost there. I don't know. There's something, It's fucking internet. I'm in a basement and the fucking router doesn't come all the way down here. So sometimes when I'm doing September 7th, 2018, how fucking old was he? That's all I'm asking. His age, not his date he died. When it was fucking age. Where's his Wikipedia? Age 26. He was almost there. Is it 26? Or I thought it was 27. Is it 26? Another thing is, though, if maybe some of these fucking assholes that party, they know to die at that age. Maybe they go, fuck it. This is the year I gotta die because I'm trying to be that fucking. No, it's 27. Duh, because Kurt Cobain's 27 and they always fucking make a big deal and stuff. But then you got some asshole, I guarantee you, with fucking Mac Miller, where they go, you know what, man, he just missed it by a couple days, so we count it as, because the whole 27 thing, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, they all died at that age, and so that's why it's always like a big deal with like rock stars. Where it's like, oh, they died, and I got a theory on the whole rock star 27 thing, or even people that are like, dude, what if it's just the age that's like the average age of like young people that are partying on that type of drugs, and by the time they reach that age, it's just like your body's fucking through, or you go through the progressions of like, look, you're on it hard, you're off it, you're on it hard, you're off it, and then you go boom. There has to be something to that. I mean, to the formula of that's what it is. It's dude. Today I realized how much of a pervert I was today. I got out of the car to get some food, and I seen an old cloth mask that was thrown on the ground, like one of those fucking COVID masks and shit. And instantly, as soon as I seen it, I thought it was panties. You know what I'm saying? I thought, oh my God, is it panties? Because like for a second there, I got excited that somebody threw some panties out in the parking lot. What a fucking pervert. What do you think? Is those panties? I'm going to pick them up and sniff them. And it's like, no, it's an old COVID mask. God damn it. But it's cloth. You know what I'm saying? Like you see like cloth that looks like a thong, especially it was colored. It was like black and white. It had like black fucking. Anyways, whatever, dude. I was talking to a lady the other day that she was telling me how she knows a lady that works for TCF Bank, and this is years back. This isn't recent. That she took a penny out of every bank account that she could take out of there and put it into account, and then she would take from that bank account. She would buy real estate and put it in other people's names that were her people, but she did get caught. I go, she get caught, and she goes, yeah. I go, how many years she get? She goes, 10 years. And she goes, but it's worth it. She's going to come out and do it, have all that real estate and she'll be fine. And I'm thinking, what? I mean, really, are there crimes worth doing 10 years of your life? Like, I know people go, 10 years ain't nothing. It ain't nothing. Think about being in jail for your whole 20s. And then the older you get, it gets worse because you get older and less time. Then you go into your 30s and you get in your 40s. You imagine going 40 to 50. Then what do? You come out, you eat 10 years of shitty food, and you go to jail for 10 years, and you come out at your age 50, and you got what? This fucking Eddie Van Halen, a fucking rich rock star, died at 65. What, do you got 15 more years left to enjoy that bullshit fucking crime that you did? Dude, every day is valuable. I don't think it's worth any fucking thing to go to jail for. I mean, obviously, clearly, like, somebody hurts your children and stuff like that, where you go, yeah, you gotta have to die. I get it. But to do crimes like that, like where you go, oh yeah, I'm going to steal a penny out of every bank account, then I'm going to do 10 years. You know what's crazy? I was talking to somebody not too long ago that they know somebody that was robbing banks. They robbed multiple fucking banks, and they only did 5 years in federal prison. So how the fuck are you stealing pennies out of accounts and she does 10 years, but then somebody goes to a bank and they rob like fucking 5, 7, 8 banks, and they only do 5 years in prison as a bank robber. I don't think so, man. Don't seem fucking, Anyways, guys, look, this is it. Eddie Van Halen, bank robberies, and that's about it, man. Thank you guys for listening. Look, man, anybody that's been listening to my podcast for years now, you know I'm a huge Eddie Van Halen fan, and it's a huge loss. When I heard that, I go, God damn it, because eventually all the greats will be gone, man, and eventually we'll be gone. Not to be a bummer, but whatever. At least he has a legacy. At least he's a fucking legend. And rest in peace, Eddie Van Halen. Bustin' Balls Podcast, Instagram, TikTok. Bustin' Balls Podcast on TikTok for sure. Instagram, Eric Pennell Comedy on Instagram. Guys, thanks for listening.